most people, being a millionaire, it might look like it's a lot of work and you have to wait for too long, but actually it might take a little bit of initial sacrifice to begin with, and then after that, then you're going to be a millionaire very quick. And I'm going to show you the way to do that, because this is a really example that I'm going to show you that I'm actually doing right now. Initial share is 1,800, share price is 18.34, weekly dividend per share is 19 cents. This is an average weekly distribution. So we take 1,800 shares times 19 cents per share equal to $342 per week. Annual weeks is 52. That's what we have. Reinvest all distribution go back into buying shares at the same price of 18.34, but this is not reality. Of course, share always fluctuate. It might go up or it might go down, but in this example, we just make a simplicity. We only do 18.34. This is the price that I purchased at. Dividend and price constant throughout, meaning the price of the share is going to remain at 18.34 as an average, and distribution, which is 19 cents per share, is going to stay the same. So let me show you how this portfolio actually has made me a millionaire in just 8 years, and I'm going to show you the way actually you can do that too. End of November, I bought 1,800 shares at 18.34, and that was 33,012. And last week I bought 30 shares at 18.40, and that was 552. And this 552 actually came from dividend that I received from the first batch of share I bought. This page here shows the dividend that I received from 1,800 shares. That was 550. I took that 550, I bought more shares, and that gave me about 30 shares. So all my share included with the previous share that I had, that was 1,830. And the dividend I received was 434.99 cents. This time they pay a little bit more, and this time they pay a little bit less. Remember, on my calculation, there's always average, so it fluctuates. I'm taking this money, I'm buying more shares. So next week I'm going to have more shares. And shares that I purchased, as you saw from those pages, were from YMAX, YieldMax Universe Fund of Option Income ETF. Distribution rate right now is 66.35. This is based off the dividend that they just paid. And the reason I purchased this ETF, as you all might know, is because first of all, it has been paying a massive distribution since it started, and the huge average I'm going to show you. And the main reason why I'm keeping purchasing this ETF is because I believe this is one of the best YieldMax ETFs that they all have. All of these ETFs are, or most of these ETFs are actually included in just one ETF. So that's a broader diversification you can ever have from income ETFs. If we do math, we can see that YMAX has been paying distribution of 19 cents per share. And this is the math that I've done, combining the distribution they used to pay monthly and when they switch weekly. And altogether, they've paid about $4.44 on a monthly basis. And when they switch to weekly, they paid about $2.55. If you take those two numbers, you're going to get $25.64. That's a drip price. So the price as of today, even though it's $18.65, but if you take all the dividend they reinvested back, that means you're going to get $25.64. Before I go too deep on math, let me show you YieldMax Universe Fund of Option Income ETF on Yahoo Finance. The price is $18.65. 52-week is between $15.69 to $21.94. So that means a few weeks ago, if you bought at $15, you would have made a lot of money, because right now it's $18. So that's $3 gain. Recently, this ETF has been picking up and it has massive volume. Right now, look, volume is 2 million. But average volume is about 900, close to a million. So for fund like this, that's a huge, guys. Remember, I showed you my portfolio of 1,800 shares that I purchased. I'm going to show you within a year that I'm a millionaire. So here is how it happened. First is 1,800 shares invested, and then year one, reinvest all the dividend. After 1 year, you're going to have 2,769 shares. But then portfolio at that time, just within 1 year, is going to be 50,000 without adding any money. This, I didn't add anything, guys. It's going to be 50,796, and annual income is 17,789. Year two, I'm going to have 78,160, and income is going to be 27,367, and monthly income is going to be 3,508. So within 30 years, if I want to use the money, I'm going to have 5,399. That's a monthly income. And portfolio at that point is going to be 120. Imagine I haven't added anything. So within 8 years, if I skip forward, my portfolio at that point is going to be 1,037,368 8. And income at that point is going to be, that monthly income, I'm going to have 46,570. As you can see, within just 8 years, my portfolio is over 1 million. Now, I don't want to be just millionaire. I want to be multi-millionaire. So the way I'm going to do is to just leave that money alone and reinvest all the distributions, provide the price is still the same and the distribution is still the same. We don't know the future, but this is a prediction of how things will happen. Now, within 2 years, my portfolio, reinvest all the distribution, will be 2,456,000. That's huge. And at that point, my monthly income is going to be 110. This is just a simple math to show you how you can turn your $30,000 portfolio into 2 million within just 10 years. This is for me because I want to take all my distribution. I want to reinvest all my money. But there are some people who don't want to do that. They want to actually invest now and take the income they're receiving that to use for their daily payments of bills and rent and everything else. So if you're that person, this is another math you can do. I'm going to show you. This income projection is going to use the same numbers that we use, and that's $18.65 per share. Distribution on average is 19 cents per share per week, and annual yield is going to be 53. So investing $25,000 is going to give you annual income of $13,244. And this column here are shares that you're going to have with each amount of money you're going to invest. So we can skip all the way to 100,000 because I believe 100,000 is kind of realistic money that you can actually invest and actually retire today. 100,000 will give you 5,362 shares, and that's weekly income of 1,019. If you multiply that by 52, that's going to be 52,976. I can see people retire with that amount of money because remember, an average income in America is only 36,000. If you're receiving other assistance and getting 52 from your distribution, you will be able to retire even after paying all the taxes. So if you want to more, you just put 200,000 and that will give you 105 annual income. If you want to go even further, you put $250,000. That's going to give you 13,405 shares, and that's weekly income of 2,547, annual income of 132,440. That's a lot of money. I mean, at that point, you make an income of like a CEO. Of course, you're going to pay a lot of taxes if you have this type of income. Remember, in my math, I do not account for any taxes. The reason why is because tax is a very complex topic, and it depends on what kind of accounts you are investing your money in. There are some tax-free accounts. So that means all your income you're receiving is tax-free. And if you're investing in taxable account, also depends on the individual and depends on your circumstances. You might pay different rate than another person. So because of that complex, I never account for taxes. And that's a math you can do with your accountant if you want to invest that way. And there's another question that people ask, how about fees? Remember, ETF price includes all the fees, meaning you don't have to worry about fees because the fees has been taken already in the price as you purchase it. If you want to go even crazier, you can put $500,000. That's going to give you 5,094. That's weekly income, and your annual income will be over $250,000. That's crazy amount of money. I can't even imagine. I made this video to just show you how you can invest $30,000, and that $30,000 will grow into millions just within few years. And that doesn't count the share price. So if the price increase in value, of course, your portfolio will be even higher. Or if they increase their distribution, remember, as they add more ETF, the portfolio might change. But at this point, that's kind of calculation I've made based on the numbers we have right now. If you like this video, please smash that like button. And if you like this content and you don't want to miss this type of updates, consider subscribing to this channel. And if you know someone who you think this video might help, please share with that person so they can also generate passive income from their portfolio. Thank you very much for watching. Till we meet again next video. Bye bye.